Every landscape tells a story. The 63 acres of Terra Nova Rural Park tells a story shaped by the accumulating layers of its history of relationships between nature and culture. Scenic panoramic views of the Fraser River, Strait of Georgia, Gulf Islands, and coastal mountains are available in almost all geographical directions. The grounds of Terra Nova are engaging and thought-provoking. They encourage visitors to learn, explore, and develop a relationship with history and nature. In the book Last Child in the Woods, Richard Louv termed nature deficit disorder as the disconnection between man and nature. Terra Nova attempts to reconnect people with nature through a dynamic play environment amongst trees and former farm fields, with a wide range of wildlife nearby and close proximity to the Fraser River. Boardwalks reside along the historic slough connecting to the Fraser River and providing a look into the past. Before there wasn't even land to stand on, the indigenous Musqueam used the area for fishing and berry picking, traveling through the slough. As the Fraser continued to deposit sediments, the lands of Terra Nova were formed, welcoming newcomers. Settlers from the Maritimes came to Terra Nova for the bountiful fish and soils. The cannery buildings and homesteads followed a pattern typical of river settlements, standing in a pattern facing the river and along the dike. The Parsons house was once inhabited by the Shimanos, a Japanese-Canadian family that were ordered to evacuate the Pacific coast during World War II. The remnants of the house reflects the history of the early settlement. It represents the fragility of the rights of citizens and long-term residents and the intensity of the racial tensions that characterize the social and political life in the local area and British Columbia. The soils of the land continue to be fertile. To this day, the extensive agricultural garden of the Parsons house exists and supports a pollinator garden. Hedgerows throughout the park are virtually the same as they were 100 years ago and mark the historic agricultural activities of the site. Park sections have been dedicated to a community garden, with a portion devoted to supplying provisions for the local food bank. Trails are provided throughout the park for the opportunity to explore the changing meaning and associations the lands have had with different people and to create a symbiosis of man and nature. The design of Terra Nova provides a landscape capable of becoming a part of everyday life and creates a sense of place for those who take the time.